Hey, Boyan. Good afternoon. This is Chris. I thought it would be easier to make a video about this, kind of explain how Florian resolved the issues of using the core sim topology and the N6 interface as a pass-through interface. So what he did, he broke down the test into two sessions, as explained over the phone with you. So the first session is the server session that's sitting there just listening in to income calls, right? So this is the session here. As you can see here, the session is pretty much uses only one agent. The UPF here is set as a DUT for this session, and under the UE, you have settings. Enable pass-through is not enabled here, right? But on the DUE, on the control plane, you have the sustained time of a really long time, so it comes out to 166 hours here. And on the user plane, you have stateless UDP traffic, right? Which is sending um, to this IP address. And in terms of UPF, the UPF and BGW, BGW, which is your case, right? You have 4G. This is considered to be the DUT, so this is set as DUT, and that makes you send out the traffic on the interface itself. So it's sending it here, and the DN itself, it's just a regular DN where the user plane is stateless UDP traffic downlink, right? It's coming down this way, and the N6 interface is just a 2006. Now let's take a look here on the agent assignment. So this is using agent 0, and agent 0 is using interface of 4183. So if I go back to my assignment here, agent 0, and my 4183, it's this interface here. Okay. And this interface here, it's using this port group. As you can see here, this port group is 4183 is connected to agent 2. On the other session, you're going to see this AE61. Even though this does have an uplink, it's really not using the uplink to communicate, since they're just connected on the same vSwitch here. So they're just connected on this vSwitch ports 2, and that's how they're communicating to each other. The traffic is not coming out of that interface and going to the other interface, right? I guess that's a solution too, but this is not the case in the solution that Florian came up with here. So going back to my test here, so this is my external server that's always running here. On your regular test, which is this session 97 here, the UE is set to pass through, right here. This is set to true, and under user plane, you have stateless UDP uplink going to that same IP address 200610, and under the DN, you can see here there's no application traffic. There's nothing on the DN for the sessions that you're running. And as you can see here on the agent setup, right? So the RAN is using agent 1, in this case here, ENS 182 is just my control traffic, so it just has the control traffic for everybody here. And my core sim is ENS 192, which is my control traffic. And under interface N6 here, it has that interface AE61 here. So this interface AE61 is actually this one here, AE61 here for agent 2. Um, so the way it works now, so when we start traffic, we start the test, you're gonna see that we should be able to see plain IP traffic, plain IP UDP traffic on this interface here, right? So that's the goal for this test. So this test is communicating now with the other session that's running on the background. So I'll let the test run here and in a little bit, and then we can go back and check out the results. So after this test run here, so to check out if the solution did work, let's go back home here to browse results, and then we take a look at this. That's still in progress, and that's got completed. So I'm gonna download the captures. So it's 4646 UTC. We take a look at this. Then we're going to agent 2 and the capture, and we're going to take a look at that ENS 196, which is the traffic that is going to the other session, right? So as you can see here, the traffic, it's plain UDP traffic, with the data going from the DN to my UE, which is using that entry address here. Okay, so things seems to be working okay. Let me know if you have questions. You should have enough license to run this test. When this test was running, it was only taking 2 license. You can take a look at the license statistics here. So one is being used by the server session, and when the test runs, another session is consumed, but it should be all set. And my agents, you have to add an additional agent to your setup here, so we can kind of take that apart and create that as a DN. Think as a DN, so a DN a DN agent just for to run on your background. So with that, I'll close the session. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be out next week in California, but I should be able to answer emails, and we can jump on a call if we need to. All right, take care. Bye.